Hey guys, Mara here. So today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this look. This look is focused around, let me get it here. This look is focused around this bad boy right here. This is the MAC Look in a Box. This is in the shades Fun and Flirty. It's all things pink, which I absolutely love. So in this box, you get one amplified lip cream. Let me show you them. You get one full-size amplified lip cream. This one's in the shade Cherry Blossom. You get a full-size lip gloss in the shade Only For You. You get a full-size mascara. This is their Hot and Naughty mascara. And you also get a full-size, where did it go? MAC shadow, and this is in the shade The Wrong Man. It's a really pretty pink. And you also get in the box, you get this cute little makeup bag, and it says MAC on it, and it has the same color of the box you get in the zipper, which I think is adorable. It's a really nice, like, durable material. And yeah, I think they were $42. I will have the price listed down below if I'm incorrect, but I'm pretty sure it was $42, and you get 4 things. So that's like essentially getting these for like $10 a piece. So you get 4 makeup products plus the bag, so that's like getting them for dirt cheap. So these Look in a Boxes, I highly recommend them. I am new to MAC. I've never tried MAC products before this, so I bought this stuff when I was in the Bahamas. They had a MAC store down there, and I picked up a few things. I also got the Painterly paint pot, which I used for the first time today. I got some MAC Fix Plus. I have tried this in the past. And I also got, where did it go? I got a MAC pigment, and this is in the shade Tan. It's a really pretty nude pigment, so I went a little MAC crazy on my Bahamas trip, but can you blame me? I mean, it's my first time ever being near a MAC store. There's no MAC stores around me. I can't get MAC unless I order it online, which I guess I could have. And this MAC Look in a Box was one of the first things I saw and caught my eye, so I wanted to do a makeup tutorial using it. I used everything that's in this box today on my face. So this is an everyday makeup look. This is something I would wear on an everyday basis. So anyways, let's stop rambling. Let's jump right into this makeup look. This is an everyday makeup look. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's just jump right into this video. So, okay. So to start off the look, I'm going to go in with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, and this is just going to make my skin feel nice and refreshed and prep it for the makeup application. And I typically like to just let this sit on my face for a couple seconds just to like absorb in, and just so like my makeup isn't sliding all over the place before this is dried. So I'm just gonna let that sit for a couple minutes, and while I do, I'm gonna go ahead and prep my eyelids for some eyeshadow, and I'm gonna use my MAC paint pot. This is new to me, but I've heard a lot of people talk about the paint pots. Mine's in the shade Painterly. It's this really pretty nude, and I'm just going to put that on my fingers and then put that onto my eyelids. Right off the bat, I can already tell that I love the way that this covers up all the veins on my eyes. Now that I have my eyelids primed and my face is pretty much dry, yeah, that's pretty dry, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the face. I'm not doing like a lot with the eyes today, so I'm gonna just go ahead and start my face makeup. So for face makeup today, I'm gonna be using, sorry about that, I'm gonna be using my Clinique Chubby in the Nude foundation stick. I think I've spoken about this a few times. This is perfect for people who have limited time and somewhere to be, and it's really quick. You can even throw it in your bag and take it with you. These are really nice. Mine's in the shade Intense Ivory. So I'm just going to take this foundation and I'm just going to apply it right onto my cheeks. This foundation is really nice for everyday wear too, because you can build it up so that it's more coverage, but it's pretty much like a sheer, more like a light to sheer coverage foundation. And I like the finish of it. It's pretty dewy. So I'm just going to take, what brush do I want to use? My Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'm just going to blend that out. Okay, once my face is nice and blended, I'm going to go ahead and go in with concealer. The concealer I'm going to use for under my eyes today is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This is like one of my all-time favorite concealers, especially for the under eye area. It just blends out really nicely and smoothly, so I'm just going to twist it up and then apply it. Mine's in the shade Fair, if I didn't mention that. And then I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and I'm going to smooth that out. Once I have that blended, I'm going to go in with a little bit of face concealer, just because I mentioned one time that in my video that I have a good skin moment, and then look at these little pimples that are popping up on my face. So I'm just going to take my Maybelline FitMe concealer. Mine's in the one for my face that I like to wear on my face is in the shade Tan Light, and I'm just going to dot that over top of my blemishes. I'm also going to put a little bit around my nose because I am pretty red there. Okay, once that's done, I'm going to set that. And to set that, I'm going to be using my favorite setting powder. Well, one of my favorite setting powders. It's the Wet n Wild Contouring Palette, the brightening shade. This one right here. And I'm going to take that on my Real Techniques Bold Metals collection. It's their like blush brush, but see how it's nice and tapered? I love that to like get right under the eye, and I'm just going to set my under eye. Okay, once I have my face set, I'm going to move into the rest of my face, and I'm going to be using my Coastal Scents Blush and Bronzer Mini Palette. I got this in my BoxyCharm this month, and I'm just going to be testing it out. These are the shades right here. We have two nice bronzer shades, a highlight, and then two blushes. And I'm going to use my EcoTools, I think this is like their face brush or their powder brush. I can't remember what it's exactly called, but I'm going to dip into this matte bronzer right here. I'm not really into shimmers, but we'll give it a try. But I'm gonna go with the matte one first and see what that looks like. So right off the bat, I'm really liking the tone of this. It might be a little bit too orange for me, like too warm in tone. So I'm just going to dust a little bit of the shimmery, it looks a little bit more cool toned, this shimmery bronzer right here, and I'm just going to warm up the cheeks with that. I'm not going to take the shimmery shade up onto my forehead, I'm going to just leave that with the matte bronzer up there. And then I'm going to take my Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm going to dip into this lighter blush right here. And I'm just going to dust my cheeks. Now for every day, I don't think you need blush every day. Like, that's really a personal preference. I really like blush, so I tend to wear it more often than not. So I'm gonna stick with my blush. And for the purpose of this video, I'm trying out these new products, so let me take a closer look in my smaller mirror. The blush is pretty pigmented. It is very pigmented. I probably put too much on my brush, even though I didn't think that I really got that much product on. So as you can see, it's really an intense blush. So I would go in with a very light hand. The bronzer, I think after I applied that shimmery bronzer on top, I'm liking the tone a lot better. I think the matte one is going to be a little bit too warm for me, but if you have the skin tone that's suitable for that, then it's going to be great. Let me just swatch the highlighter and just see what I'm feeling. It's pretty powdery whenever I'm swatching it. Let me just show you here. It's pretty powdery, so it definitely will need blended out. I'm not going to use this highlighter today, so I'm just going to go into my highlighter that I absolutely love and that I do use on an everyday basis. And that highlighter, I just mentioned it in my Ride or Die makeup tag, and this is the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder in the shade Highlight 01. This is perfect for every day. It's not too shimmery, it doesn't have little glitters in it. It's just the perfect highlight. So I'm going to take that on my Morphe M501 brush, and I'm just going to dust a little bit and then go right onto my cheeks. So as you can see, it's a very natural, like, glow from within highlight, and I just love that for every day. I can get away with wearing this to work, and it's just, even though it is a pricey item, I really think it's worth your money, and it just is great. So after I do my highlight, I'm just going to quickly jump into the eyes. I'm not doing a whole lot, but this is where now I'm starting to get into that MAC bag that I was speaking of. This is the MAC Look in a Box bag that came in the box that I showed you, and I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. First, I'm going to use the eyeshadow that came in the bag, and this is in the shade The Wrong Man. It's a satin finish. It's a very light pale pink, and it is, I will swatch it here for you on my arm. It's almost a nude. You might not even, like, I can see it, but hopefully you guys, yeah, you can see it there. It's a very, very light pink. It's almost like a nude pink, and I actually love that. Like, I think this is perfect for every day. Like, this goes right with the theme of this video, like an everyday makeup look that you can achieve using these new products. So I'm just going to take, what brush do I want to use? I'm going to take this Morphe E14 brush. This is a really nice, like, dense brush. I think it might be for concealer, but I love to use it to pack on shades like this that I'm not doing, like, a whole lot with my eye. And I'm just going to apply that right to my lid. Okay, so once I have that applied to my lid, little review or a little bit of my thoughts on it. This shadow is really light in color. It doesn't have a whole lot of pigment, but the color itself is almost a nude color, so maybe that's why the color isn't really, like, too intense in the swatch. But whenever I applied it to my eyes, I really, really like the color. I don't know if you can see, but it is like a really pretty pale pink. I think this is, like I said before, perfect for every day. I can see myself wearing this to work whenever I don't want to have, like, a full smoky eye on, you know, places if I'm just going out to the store or something like that. I think it's perfect. It is a very pretty wash of color on the eyelid, and I'm definitely going to get more use out of it. Okay, the next product I'm going to use in my eyes is this Beauty For Real shadow stick. This is the 24/7 eyeshadow, and I got it in my BoxyCharm. This month's BoxyCharm was really, really good. Like, I got a lot of nice things and things that I can see myself using again and again. And this shadow stick, I don't know if it has a name, or Ever Starstruck, there it is. And I will swatch it. I already swatched this once, and I was so impressed. Can you see how creamy that is? And it's almost like a highlighter, but I mean, it can be used as an eyeshadow highlighter, but it is just beautiful, and it goes so creamy onto the eyelid. So I think how I'm going to use this today is I'm going to use it as an inner corner highlight and also, like, smudge it out on my brow bone. So I'm just going to apply that. Okay, once I have it applied, I'm just going to take a brush, and let me find the brush I want to use. Right here. Okay, so I'm going to use this Real Technique smudge brush. It's this little mini brush, and I'm just going to kind of smudge out that eyeshadow just so it doesn't look like it's so painted on there. And then I'm also going to smudge it on the brow bone. So once I have that smudged out, then the only other thing I'm going to do to my eyes is I am going to put mascara on. And there was a mascara that came in the MAC bag, It is this mascara right here. It is their Hot and Naughty Lash, and I've never used this before, so this is going to be a first time impression. With the shadow stick, I forgot to mention, my first impression of it is it goes on very creamy. It smudged out really nicely. It almost smudged out a little bit too easily because I feel like the brush picked up a lot of product and I almost had to apply more of the shadow stick, so I'm hoping that it is long lasting. That is my only concern with it, but I'm just gonna jump in with, well, first let me curl my eyelashes. Okay, so I'm just going to jump in with this mascara. Okay, so I have 2 coats of the mascara on. Okay, so now I have 2 coats of the mascara on, and a little review of it. I really like this mascara, at least for the first application. Sometimes after I use a mascara a couple times, then I start to like not like it as much, so we'll see how long this one lasts me. I'm really liking it so far. It gave some really nice volume. It's not too crazy, but it gave just the right amount of volume, and it wasn't hard to apply. It was a nice like watery consistency. Okay, so once I have my mascara on, the only other thing is my lips, and I should have exfoliated my lips before this because mine was dry. But I'm going to be using the last 2 things in the MAC Look in a Box, and I am going to be applying this lipstick here. This has become one of my favorite pink lipsticks. It is in the shade Cherry Blossom. Actually, I think it might be my favorite pink lipstick. I used this after I bought it in the Bahamas, and it quickly became my favorite pink. So I already know that I love it, but putting it on, it's very creamy, and it goes on really smoothly. It doesn't accentuate the dryness in my lips, which I'm always wary of whenever it comes to lipstick. So if you have dry lips like me, don't be scared of these amplified lipsticks by MAC. They don't accentuate the dryness. So then to go over top of that, I'm going to be using the MAC lip gloss. This is in the shade Only For You, and this is the first time actually that I'm using this, so we'll see how it goes. So for someone who is a gloss and lipstick fanatic, I have to say I really love the MAC lip gloss. For the first time that I've applied it, it's a very smooth application. It's not sticky. It smells very good, which is important to me. And so that completes this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know what kind of looks you guys came up with your MAC Look in a Box. If you bought any of the other ones, let me know your opinions on them. Please let me know some ideas of videos you want to see in the future. Like this video, please subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I hope to see you guys in my next video, and have a great rest of your week. Bye guys.